Dr. Stanford. My name is Elisa Chamberlain, and I currently live in Harker Heights, Texas, which is right outside of Fort Hood. This is where I retired. I am a 20-year, 6-month, and 9-day Army veteran. Yes, I kept track of the time. I am married to my husband, Vance, who is also a retiree. And this June the 5th, we'll have been married for 20 years. We were dual military for 16 of the 20 years. And so together we live here in Harker Heights. We have 3 sons. Our eldest is 18 and he is in his 2nd semester of college. We're so proud and excited for him. Studying criminal justice. We have a 14-year-old who is a freshman in high school who's pretty much an all-around athlete. And we also have a 13-year-old who is soon to be transitioning out of the 8th grade into high school, who is also very athletic. So I have my hands full between classes and school and the boys' activities. I'm pretty busy. I recently relinquished my position in the U-Care Center at the university. As an undergrad, I worked in the College of Education. And as a first semester grad student, I did take on a position working in the University Research Center. But because of the caseload, working in the university clinic and the offsite location, which I have not started yet, I just presumed that the workload would be too much. Plus taking the practicum and the courses in addition to practicum, it just seemed like it would be too much. So I just, for at least 2 semesters, relinquished that position. I chose marriage and family therapy because I believe in family. I believe in the complexity of what the day-to-day hassles of being in a family, what they consist of. I believe in resilience. We lived it for, feels like forever, being in the military, dual military. And so because I've had to overcome obstacles, my husband has had to, our sons have had to. There were several times where I was deployed, my husband was deployed, and our children had to go and stay with close friends, and those friends were closer than family. So I believe in unity, I believe in communication, I believe that it takes a village to raise a child. I believe that I'm not married to the thought of being married in extreme cases such as intimate partner violence, domestic abuse, those types of things that I've learned about in this particular field. In those cases, child abuse, I believe in total separation. So I just wanted to kind of clarify that. But I do believe that even the youngest child in a house does have a voice and should be respected. And so all these things combined together made me really want to push the envelope in becoming the absolute thorough by case therapist that I could possibly be. My experience in marriage and family therapy, I don't actually have marriage and family therapy experience outside of being a therapist in training, but I've dealt with military soldiers and their family members. I was a resilience trainer in the Army, and we actually did couples training with military members and their spouses. And knowing what I know now, I know that what I was teaching back then, the resilience training was nothing short of corrective thinking, positive thinking skills. So we gave them a skill set to be able to, like an invisible toolkit, to be able to maneuver through different situations that they encountered as a family. So I think that that's experience. At this current time, I have 3 clients. So since the semester started January 17th, on January 18th, January 19th, I had my first client. So I currently have 3, 2 that are minors and 1 that's an adult. And aside from being nervous and aside from forgetting every single theory that I learned, I think that the sessions went pretty well. I've done a lot of reading on the client cases and their files. And at this point, on Thursday of last week, I did ask my clinical supervisor to observe different clips of the recordings. And she did say that I was on the right track. She gave me areas that need to be improved, one of which is to remain flexible with children. Have to work on the patience a little bit. Being in the military for so long and serving as a drill instructor, these things that I see the things in myself that I need to work on, and I'm so glad and very open to making the necessary changes so I can build the therapeutic alliance with the clients. What I learned from the chapter is the absolute importance of confidentiality. I did not realize that there were two different types of confidentiality: the no secrets clause and the no secrets and the little secrets. From learning that, I did ask in our clinic what type of clinic we are, and we have a no secret policy. So there's so many legalities, there's so many ways of getting caught up in the legal system, from what I understand, and withholding secrets. And I understand now, after reading that chapter, and I would love to learn more, is what type of policy would I actually need to have, or what type of policies that the on-post sites, what do they use? And so I do have an off-site location currently in an agreement with A&M University, as well as most of my peers. And I haven't started that site yet. I start that next week. I wanted to get myself in with the A&M clinic first and just kind of see how the 2 weeks would go before I dive into the off-site location. And so that's pretty much it for now. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to learning much more. I know there's so much more that needs to be learned. So that's about it. Thank you.